Hello and welcome to another TGG Dominion campaign. We're gonna do Renaissance this time. And to start with, we've got research as the only trashing. We've got plus actions is kind of limited to Citadel can give plus actions. Citadel Seer being the most straightforward way to do that. Silk Merchant obviously can give you villagers. Sculptor can give you villagers. Yeah. And then plenty of buys with Silk Merchant and Spices. There's certainly draw with Seer. Silk Merchant, Research, Swashbuckler. We've also got Artisan for gains, although, yeah, the plus action situation is going to be the big limiter here for sure. So I think, that being said, so like I think there's a couple ways we could go here. We could kind of just play something money-ish where we get like a bunch of Silk Merchants and Spices. Don't bother to try to trash with research. Road Network is an anti-comeback project, so that would play into that. There's also Scepter. Let you like draw in your buy phase. Then the primary alternative would be you try to draw a bunch with Seer. You get at least a little bit of plus actions with Citadel Seer. You try to store up some coffer or some villagers. You try to you can research your Silk Merchants to get some extra villagers. The Sculptor stuff isn't especially appealing, but you could do big research draw. Alright, so I mean, I guess the most immediate question is, do we want a cargo ship or not? I mean, the tempo of it is nice. And if we open like cargo ship, Silk Merchant, we're not going to be necessarily like, we're not going to be thrilled if it collides, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. I think I'll open with the cargo ship, and I don't really have like a solid game plan right now. I'm just going to kind of see where it goes. All right, so we have 5 or 6. So options here, we could just go take an Artisan. It would be nice to hit Citadel early. The best way to try to do that would probably be Spices. And we get 2 more coffers. We have 3 coffers, and we only need to hit 5, and we have a Spices set aside for that purpose. If we see our Silk Merchant, then we will see 4 coppers, and we will have enough for Citadel. Maybe that is the play. Try to get the super early Citadel. If we don't see the Silk Merchant, worst case scenario, we see 3 coppers, 2 estates. That's still enough. Okay. And now we actually get to double play the Silk Merchant anyway. Well, AI is copying my homework. Alright, do we want to play this cargo ship? Probably, because then we can set aside an artisan that we can citadel. Seems pretty good. Go Silk Merchant Artisan. Huh. Yeah, seems reasonable. All right. So now, like, we could really just slam the spices if we wanted and go for green. Or we could get a research or two going. Like, we could just gain 2 researches, top deck 2 coppers, or even buy nothing, top deck spices, copper, research the estates. Can Scepter replay research? I guess it can. So that's another thing we can do is Scepter. I guess there's no value in that, though. Not right now. Well, we could Scepter the Artisan. I guess that would be. So, yeah. Man. Too many options. Alright, why don't we do this? We'll take a Seer. We'll top deck it. Take a research. Top deck. Estate, probably. Research the estate. And then take another Silk Merchant. Alright, so double play the Seer. So we have the Artisan down there. We might want to just leave it there and double play it next turn. We also have the cargo ship down there. And another Silk Merchant. There's a lot of stuff that we can draw that then maybe we don't want to draw. Although we do have a villager left, but where to go from here? I don't know. Really don't. I mean, we could just get like 2 more Silk Merchants and just try to have all of those that we can. Good targets for research. They get us the villagers. Yada yada. Seer can draw them. I can get behind it. Okay, they're going hard for the spices now. Yeah. I go with double playing the seer. Okay. Let's research another estate. So I'm thinking we could take a spices, top deck. Well, Thinking of playing like cargo ship artisan. That gets us to 5 coins without spending coffers. Probably want to get another seer this turn. We get artisan for that. Also artisan for another research. Research this other estate. I think I do that actually. I'll take a slip merchant. Then cargo ship a seer. I have no idea if this is correct. Oh, there go the silk merchants. This doesn't really matter. Alright, I think if anything we want to be able to top deck this seer for next turn. Draw this with artisan. I want to buy road network. Honestly. And then I wonder about getting a sculptor. I guess maybe maybe that's more of a next turn thing, but if we're gonna have these seers anyway. Like if we start putting silvers into the deck. We just take a spices, then we have 10 coins plus coffers. We buy road network, we buy one more seer. Or we could buy the sculptor now. I'm gonna say we buy Sculptor. Could spend all of our coffers on something, but I'm gonna save them. Why? I don't know. They certainly have some coffers. All right. Seer, go. Okay. So probably time to research a silk merchant. What do we want to gain? I mean, we could gain the last spices. Top deck a silk merchant by province. I guess, I mean, we could play a spice merchant, or a silk merchant rather, before we do that. I guess we might as well. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna get to draw a card. Oh well. Seer away. That's not so great. This order probably doesn't matter anyway. It's probably going to research a silk merchant, but I guess it matters if we want to play a silk merchant. We probably do. I might be too conservative with my villagers here, but we set aside the artisan? We did. Okay. Well, unfortunate. 10, 12, 14 coins. I guess we just spend some coffers and buy double. Do we play this silk merchant? Probably no reason not to at this point. What do we have set aside? 2 coppers. So what is this last card? I guess it might just be another silk merchant. Seven, 8, 9, 15. It's not a copper. I guess it could be a spices, in which case I would want to draw it. But I really doubt they'll be able to quad because they just don't have like draw in their deck, and they only have 1 villager left. So I think we should be pretty safe to double, and then we can threaten triple for sure. Okay, okay. Is there an argument for double playing artisan here? I don't think so. Not bad, not bad. I think there's a way to take advantage of art, like the combination of artisan and seer. So I'm not gonna worry about that. copper on top. Okay. Obviously, we're taking a silver with that. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 6. Yeah, that should be... Guess we'll take a scepter. Okay, well, I have no idea if I played that correctly. Absolutely none. But we did more than just spam spices, so I feel good about that. Because I don't want that to be the answer. The researchers definitely did some work. Yeah, we did only have 3 spices. Researchers definitely did some work, gave us some extra draw. We actually only had 2 seers. I thought I got a third at some point. I guess after I got the sculptor, I never got another one. I was kind of expecting that I would. But yeah, that was definitely interesting. Yeah, I guess 2 seers was enough for what we were doing. Might have been nice to get 1 more, but I don't think we would have needed any more than that for sure. Yeah, the sculptor, in the end, the sculptor was like arguably pretty superfluous. I mean, we did use the coins, but like if we hadn't set aside with the cargo ship on the previous turn, we could have hit triple this turn without the silver from last turn or this turn. Like this turn we had 2 extra coins, and then the turn before we had played the cargo ship and set aside with it. I mean, not to say that I should have like not gained the silvers or something, but like it wasn't very impactful, sculptor. But then again, maybe, you know, that margin of like getting just enough was still a difference maker. I don't know. Like maybe we would have failed to draw as well or whatever if we had to not set aside with the cargo ship, that sort of thing. Why didn't they ever buy a like double province? That's what I want to know. Like they had spices. I guess they just didn't want to spend all their coffers. But, and I mean, maybe, you know, arguably they would have been more likely to lose. But I feel like once we got to this turn where there were 4 provinces left, and like I have all these cards set aside with research, like they need to have a big turn or else they're going to lose anyway. Like the fact that they have 10 unspent coffers is just like, obviously that's no good. But how many, like, I guess they didn't see any silk merchants as part of the problem that they had. Yeah, which like I was doing stuff. That is a difference. I was doing stuff to set up my turns, right? Like with artisan and with research, and they presumably did some of that with artisan, but mostly we're gaining spices, so yeah, that's where they got the artisan. And then double played it to just gain spices. Oh, there's spices. They did top deck a silk merchant though. Well, I guess top deck silk merchant. Yeah, okay. So they did do that. And then just buy more spices. Yeah, I mean, I think they just weren't trying to set themselves up for success the way that I was. Well, anyway, to a good start. That's not what I wanted to do. Thanks for watching, and next time we will get to see our first twist as we move on to level 2. Until then.